we're gonna talk about my most anticipated horror movies of 2023 because we got a lot of them, guys. There's so much more. First up is a horror movie called Play Dead, which is releasing January 5th. This stars Bailey Madison, and it's about a coroner who is, I think, using people's organs to make some money. He's like organ harvesting, and I think Bailey Madison's character gets stuck inside there, and she has to fight for her life. Next is Megan, which is coming out January 6th. Megan is about a roboticist who develops an artificial intelligence toy named Megan to be her niece's best friend or something, and obviously the doll gets a mind of its own and things go haywire, and I'm assuming she starts killing people. I think it looks fun. I think it looks silly. I'm in. Another movie I'm excited about this year is the viral sensation Skinamarink, which is coming to theaters January 13th and will later stream on Shudder. So this film is about two children who wake up and realize their father is missing, but all the windows and doors to their home are locked, and they think someone is watching them. And coming to Peacock on January 13th is the new horror slasher Sick from writer Kevin Williamson, the same dude behind Scream. This is set during the early days of the pandemic and centers around two college best friends who self-quarantine at a family lake house where they think they'll be all alone until it goes all completely wrong. We also have There's Something Wrong with the Children premiering in theaters January 17th. This is about a getaway between families that goes horribly wrong when something strange happens with the children. January 20th, we have Kids vs. Aliens, the same director behind Treevenge and Hobo with a Shotgun. When siblings are left alone on Halloween weekend, a teen house party turns to terror when aliens attack, forcing the kids to band together to survive the night. Next is Infinity Pool, which is coming out January 27th. And this one stars Mia Goth. She looks like she's being a crazy bitch, which I am into. And one of the Skarsgård, which one is it? Is it Alex? Yes, it is Alex. I love all Skarsgårds. While staying at an isolated island resort, James and Em are enjoying a perfect vacation of pristine beaches, exceptional staff, and soaking up the sun. Guided by the seductive and mysterious Gabby, they venture outside the resort grounds and find themselves in a culture filled with violence, hedonism, and untold horror. Great, because the image that's on the images are freaking me out. I don't know what this is, but it's like that sucked in mouth thing that looks like an asshole. There's probably going to be tons of body horror and it's going to be weird. Next is Knock at the Cabin, which is coming out February 3rd. This is based on the Paul Tremblay novel A Cabin at the End of the World, which I tried to read. I couldn't get into it, but a lot of people love it. This one centers on a couple who are staying in a cabin in the woods with their daughter, and they get visited by a group of strangers who say that it's up to them to do something in order to save the world. And I think that by do something, they have to kill one of them in the group. And I think the whole thing is psychological and twisty, and you don't know if what these people are saying is real or not. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it is real. Next is Cocaine Bear, which is coming out February 24th. It's about a bear, a grizzly bear, who snorts some cocaine and then goes on a rampage in this little town. It looks ridiculous and it looks fun. That's all I need. Another film I'm really looking forward to this year is the found footage horror movie, The Outwaters, which is premiering sometime in February. This has been discussed on the Bloody Disgusting podcast as being super unique and likely divisive found footage horror film about a group of travelers who encounter a menacing phenomena while camping in a remote stretch of the Mojave Desert. Next is Scream 6, which is premiering March 10th. Now, this one is exciting to me because they're leaving Woodsboro and going to New York City. So I love that the setting is changing. I think it's going to spice things up a bit, hopefully be a little bit more exciting and new, and hopefully we're going in a different direction and we're not focusing on the same old shit. I mean, come on. The teaser trailer looked fun. I'm actually looking forward to this one. Couldn't care less about Scream though, really. I'll watch it, but I'm not obsessed with it like some people are, and I don't know what's wrong with me. On March 17th, we have 65. After a catastrophic crash on an unknown planet, pilot Mills quickly discovers he's actually stranded on Earth 65 million years in the past. Now, with only one chance at rescue, Mills and the only other survivor must make their way across an unknown terrain riddled with dangerous prehistoric creatures in an epic fight to survive. Next is The Pope's Exorcist, which is coming out April 7th. The story of Father Gabriel, the legendary Italian priest who performed over 100,000 exorcisms for the Vatican. That actually sounds really interesting, and it stars Russell Crowe. He's incredible. Is this based on a true story? I didn't know that. I don't know anything about this Pope guy. Is this real? Because that's fascinating. I hope it's good. I hope it's interesting. I just want to learn something. I don't even need to be scared. As long as it doesn't feel like it's just trying to to imitate The Exorcist and has something new to show, I will be all for it. And we have Renfield, which is coming out April 14th. This is basically a Dracula story starring Nicolas Cage as Dracula, and it's basically centered on Renfield, who is Dracula's sidekick. He's the guy who takes him around and brings him around the daylight and recruits people for him to kill and all that stuff. And I think in this, he's grown tired of Dracula and he falls in love with some girl. It's always about love. Even Renfield can find love. When will it be my turn? Next is Evil Dead Rise, which is coming out April 21st. This one sounds exciting to me because it's in a high-rise apartment. I love that we have been taken out of the creepy cabin in the woods. We're going for something different, and I like that in a high-rise you can't escape. There's gonna be no escape. It's gonna be filled with, you know, are they called deadites? I'm a huge horror fan, guys. I just envision it being pure chaos. Blood, guts, gore, everything I need, and hopefully it's going to be over the top and entertaining, maybe even scary. Who knows? And lastly is The Exorcist, which is set to come out October 13th. The Exorcist is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It's from director David Gordon Green, who just did the new Halloween trilogy, which I wasn't that happy with. And I think they're doing the same thing with this one. Is this going to be an Exorcist trilogy? Because I think we just need one and done. It's going to have Ellen Bernstein, who was the mom in the original The Exorcist, which is the only thing I'm excited about. I thought that The Exorcist TV show on Fox from a few years ago rebooted The Exorcist perfectly, and I don't know how anything can top that. The father of a possessed child seeks out the aid of Chris McNeil, whose daughter Reagan survived a possession in the 70s. It sounds pretty generic to me, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go, David. And if you fuck this up, I'll be fine. So those are all the ones that we have like actual dates for. And other movies that don't have dates, a movie called Cuckoo, starring Hunter Schafer from Euphoria. It's about a mysterious woman she just moved to her family to an alpine resort after her mother's death. She is being chased by someone and she must uncover a conspiracy. I just think it sounds good. I love Hunter Schafer. I think she's great. Insidious Fear the Dark, which is the next installment in the Insidious film. I don't think that has an actual date yet, but it's directed by Patrick Wilson, who is the star of the first two Insidious. This takes place 10 years after. Dalton is going to college, and I think he starts having weird dreams again. Dalton, what the heck? Other things I'm excited for in 2023 that aren't movies are TV shows. So The Last of Us is premiering on January 15th on HBO. This is, of course, based on the hugely popular and successful video game series. I wish I could play the game, but I just have watched people play it. I'm excited to actually watch the story unfolds because the story I've heard is amazing and emotional and heartbreaking and dark, and it looks good. It's from the team behind Chernobyl, which was an incredible show, which also felt like a horror show, even though it wasn't. It was like real life horror. Another show I'm excited for is From, which is coming back, I think, in March on Epix. This is a really great show that I think a lot more people need to watch. It's from the creators of Lost. It's about a group of people who become stranded in this town that they can't leave, and there's monsters in the woods that come out at night. Yellowjackets is also coming back for a second season in March. This is about a group of women who survived a plane crash when they were teenagers in the woods, and you're basically finding out how they survived, and it's pretty dark and violent. I'm also looking forward to Welcome to Derry, which has no date announced yet, but that's basically a series focused on Derry, where Pennywise resides, and I think it's gonna follow different people throughout Derry over the years who have been affected by Pennywise, which I think actually sounds like it could be cool. So there you have it. That's all the things I'm looking forward to in 2023 so far. I'm sure there will be more stuff added throughout the year. It's already shaping up to be another amazing year for horror. Let me know what you're excited to see this year, what you think is going to be the best movie of the year. Let's just kick it off with some guesses. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a happy new year, happy life, and you're just doing great, fine, dandy. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Bye.